your junior year, you came home from a field trip and you go, we went to the prison today,
I love prison nursing.
and I want to be a prison nurse.
I would still
what?
love to be a prison nurse. I think that would be phenomenal. I loved going to jail.
Go to jail, but not be in jail.
I loved being a prison nurse. It was
And then you said you wanted to do Antarctica, or where'd you?
I want to go to Alaska. I want to travel nurse in Alaska.
That's the one. And then,
I don't know if that's possible, but I want to travel nurse in Alaska.
So lots of different options, but all kind of in the same vein.
Yeah.
Travel at first, and then settle down a little bit, weekends off, and education and stuff.
Probably. That's what it seems likely. Yeah, and I love the idea of prison nursing. I don't know if I'll ever actually get to do it.
Yeah.
But it was, especially early on, so many nursing students are like, I want to be a psychoanalytical nurse, and I was just like, prison nurse.
Yeah, that's so.
You had to decide
niche.
on a personality.
That's so niche. So what are some other complete opposite side of the spectrum? No more work.
Oh boy.
What are hobbies, passions, just shit you like to do in general?
What should I like to do? I mean, not to be cliche, but I enjoy exercising. I do. How do you say it? Exercising?
Exercising?
Exercising. Thanks. Yeah,
Exercise.
I'm super passionate about my exercising.
Not so much.
Not pronouncing it.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I said the word exercising.
I can never spell it. I know how to say it.
No, never.
Because I always forget if it's EXE or EXCE. And now I can't remember as I'm saying
I
it.
think it's EXE, but you know what? I like being physically fit.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good, and it allows me to accomplish things. What else? I enjoy writing. Nothing or no style or anything in particular. Just I like getting the words out of my head onto something. I draft little comedy sketches. I write short little poems and essays, this, that, and the other thing. And I like cooking more than I ever really give it credit. I did, work as a cook for a little while and get some of those base skills, and it's a thing that I enjoy doing, but it's not something that I currently make time for.
Yeah.
I just kind of fly right through it, and part of it is we have a smaller than normal kitchen with not a lot of counter space, so I'm not looking to over monopolize, and a shared fridge with a lot of people. I'm not trying to leave 6 Tupperwares of everything that I made. Well, because my ideal kitchen, I have like.
Oh, don't even get me started, dude. I can't wait.
Because I'm so used to working in a real kitchen where I just had like containers and Tupperwares of everything like chopped up and ready to go. Like I would start my day by like cutting like 6 onions and 12 heads of lettuce and put them in a thing, and then when I need them, I'm ready to go.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm used to having everything prepped, but having to just sit there and not have it saved and ready to go.
I told you, I want the full shebang. Large countertop space, fridge full of everything healthy, and taquitos, obviously. Taquitos in the freezer. That's it. Nothing else in the freezer. It's a whole spice rack drawer, all organized. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait. I'll probably meal prep more when I have the open space and everything.
It's easier.
Yeah, it's way easier.
You're going to hang things from the ceiling?
I can't reach.
You can make them reach.
I don't need to have... I'm going to move out into a tiny house.
Oh, God.
That's on wheels. But the ceilings are only... I could probably reach to like 5'6".
All right.
Maybe. No step stools in my house. Dangerous.
I didn't realize they were a tripping hazard.
Well, we'll see.
No, if you like tiny houses, that's fine. It's good for you. Not for me.
Well, that's not for you.
I need a little more space.
Hey, if anyone asks, just get this out of the way. If anyone asks, how tall are you? Because you can see the clear difference in our height.
I'm truly 6'3", but if anybody asks, I'm 6'5".
Okay.
6'5" is how tall I am. Anybody asks how tall is that Billy Ward? Probably 6'5". Big guy.
So you, with the poetry and the sketches and stuff, do you feel you invest enough time into that? You're just kind of doing it when it hits you? More when you're inspired to? Or do you feel like you wish you could invest more time, but like right now you can't because of work and like meal prepping and shit like that. How do you feel about that?
Generally, I just do it as it happens. I find time to sit down and just like, let whatever words have been stewing in my brain start to spill out. There are moments where I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to write right now. Fortunately, I don't do it as a profession or anything. There's no pressure to produce. Lately, with everything that's been going on, it's definitely been harder to step away and back from everything that's going on and find time to do those things. And it's weird. You kind of convince yourself that it's all due to, basically the muses aren't hitting me right now. Like it feels like I have less to write right now, but I think that I've just convinced myself of that. Because I don't have the time to do it and I don't want to feel like I'm missing out on it.
Yeah, I see that. That's because I was actually going to ask you and you brought it up. What do you said you're glad it's not your profession, like writing poetry or sketches and shit. So like, do you think that's a common trend for all kinds of hobbies and shit? Like, turning a hobby into your full-time profession, do you think that's a dangerous path for people to take? Or what's your opinion on that?
I don't think it's dangerous. I think it's one that needs to be monitored. They say to do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life, whatever. I don't care. You have to have a job most of the time and you have to have hobbies. And if you can turn your hobby into something productive and make money off of it, that's excellent, and there's nothing wrong with pursuing that.
Yeah.
But I think it's easy to get over-invested in that idea.
Yeah.
And kind of, start selling yourself short. Like, even if you're good at drawing and you like to write a little bit, so you start making like comics on Instagram or something. And it's fine to go down that road. But I think that a lot of people find themselves confronted with the fact that, they're running out of inspiration or they don't want to do it right now, and they've put so much time and effort into it, and they don't want to walk away from it. And so I think that it's okay to walk away from those kind of things, and even if you just need to give it a break, anything creative can become draining very quickly.
Yeah.
And trying to make it your full-time career is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, because I always bring up painting just because I feel like it's a perfect example. Like, I enjoy painting. People say I'm good at it, and
I think so.
But like, when I'm doing it, and it always crossed my mind, like, what if I was doing this full time? I would probably enjoy it a little bit for like a couple weeks, but then like if I had to pay the rent each month solely off painting, I'm not always inspired to paint, but then I can't take a break.
Yeah, no, I mean,
that's what's so dangerous
just
about it.
Having to rely, having expenses is such a stressful thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to produce something continually that just like comes out of somewhere in your brain that I don't even have.
Yeah.
I don't know how drawing and painting people do it. I don't know where that comes from. But it would just be, I would feel so drained. And particularly, I think that it's harder with the visual arts because, it's not good enough to just produce. It has to be good. More than, there's a higher bar of quality that needs to be met,
Yeah. Because you can't just do it. Well, some people can.
Some people can.
Some people just can't put a fucking blank canvas on and they're like,
right,
it's a snowstorm.
Yeah.
And it sells for millions of dollars.
But you can't do that continually. And
it's another snowstorm.
Probably hopefully you don't feel good about doing that, which is, a whole other aspect, and you probably won't be able to support yourself doing that, I would assume.
If you can, all power to you. Good for you. Tell me how you do it.
If you can bullshit for the rest of your life and get away with it, that's awesome. Good for you.
There's this new thing on TikTok where people...
Don't tell me about TikTok.
Hey, you've been watching TikToks, just not on TikTok. I've been hearing them because I've seen it. But there's this thing where people not painters. They buy paint supplies, and then they make a random abstract painting, put it up for bid on eBay for $250. I don't know, some generic number, and then days later, like a week later, it's up at like 13 grand. And I'm like, what the fuck? That doesn't. But then everyone in the comments is like, they don't actually have to buy that, you know? And they're like, what? They're like, yeah, you can bid and not buy it.
You can.
But.
Which is a little shady.
You want to leave, dude? Can't leave, then we can't tell if you're sleeping or not. So, in the same vein, what is there anything other than you said cooking that you'd be interested in pursuing? Maybe that you haven't tried yet?
Oh, I want to do pottery.
Pottery?
Yeah.
Like with the full, like the pedal and everything?
Whatever, man. I want to make some stuff out of clay with my hands. I want to make some bowls, some plates.
And then just smash it.
Maybe. But no, I am fascinated by the ability to make things, and like I said, you know, painting, drawing, not really for me. But you know, I think pottery would be fun. I did wood carving for a little bit. Wasn't my favorite. Just like slow. Like pottery feels like, especially with the wheel, it looks like it goes so fast.
Have you watched wood turning?
I've watched wood turning.
I love wood turning.
It stresses me out. Clay is beautiful.
That's fast though.
It's fast. But with clay, like if I make a mistake, I can like redo it.
Yeah, that's true. If
you
you go a little too far,
right? It's
the whole thing's done.
I can't put the wood back.
Yeah, that sucks.
The clay, I can start to carve my bowl, and it's not good. I'm gonna just funnel it back in. That's really what I want. I think that all I want is when they go like this.
Yeah, it's so cool. I would like to try it just to see if my hands would work, because I'm afraid that my crooked fingers would fuck it up. I don't know though.
I don't know.
I'd have to try it. Well, let's take a pottery class.
All right, let's take a pottery class. Yeah, and besides pottery, I want to start, like, I said that I like exercise. I want to start like doing